MVP soup. This is the ingredients for my MVP soup. It's my most valuable player in the kitchen this week. It's meat, vegetable, potato, basically. What I have here is a little bit of onion chopped up, chicken broth, Parmesan cheese, 3 baked potatoes that just came out of the microwave, a bratwurst which I'm going to cut up into little pieces, and about a cup of baby spinach. I'm going to chop that up into small pieces. And we'll get started right away. First thing we do, about a tablespoon, maybe a tablespoon and a teaspoon, just a little bit of olive oil in the pan. We'll get that hot. I just turned the burner on. First thing we'll do is we'll brown this bratwurst. Now this is an adaptation of a recipe I saw on television. They used like a spicy chorizo, and they also used kale, but I don't have kale and I don't have chorizo, so I'm using a bratwurst and spinach that's been rinsed and cut up into little pieces. And I made it yesterday, so I know it turned out really well. This will take probably 3 or 4 minutes until this is brown. It has to get hot. I should have waited. Okay, I removed the meat, and in go the onions. We're going to saute the onions until they're translucent, which means you can kind of see through them, so they're cooked a little. This will probably take a couple minutes also. I have it on medium to medium-high heat. Now I put the meat back in. And I put 2/3 of the potatoes back in. This part I'm going to mash up into maybe a couple more. I will mash this part up like mashed potato type, which will thicken the soup later. Then I'll add it later. Okay, I have the meat, the onions, potatoes, and in goes the chicken broth. I have chicken bouillon with hot water in this. I used the microwave baked potatoes. On the television they used raw potatoes and cooked it. It took a lot longer. It doesn't take as long this way. You let this simmer. Let it come to a boil, then you'll add your spinach. It's starting to come to a boil, so I'll add the spinach. It doesn't take very long for the spinach to cook. It's fairly thin and on small pieces. Cook just a little bit, let it get to a bubble, and then I'll add the mashed potatoes to it, which I've kind of smashed up here. Add the smashed potatoes. It should thicken it up from like watery looking to kind of creamy looking, kind of. they said to add a few of these pepper flakes, which adds a zing. And what I had done yesterday is I added some Parmesan cheese, which will help thicken it up a little bit too. See, already it looks a little thicker, creamier. That's basically it. You can pour yourself a bowl of this, maybe a few crackers or a piece of bread or something. It's a great nutritious soup. Your MVP, your meat, leafy green vegetable, and potato. I forgot to mention to salt and pepper it to your taste. It's still hot. Yummy. It's really good on a cold day like today.